Ever wondered if your favorite breakfast foods might be doing you more harm than good? Well, buckle up because we're about to take a deep dive into the world of breakfast. You know, that meal we've always been told is the most important one of the day. But what if the foods we've been filling our plates with each morning are actually jeopardizing our health? We're talking about common breakfast items, folks. Yes, those tempting, sugary cereals, fluffy pancakes, and crispy bacon strips. They might taste like a dream, but they could be turning into a nightmare for our well-being. From hidden sugars to excessive fats, these breakfast staples might not be the best way to kickstart our day. Remember, a healthy breakfast doesn't just fill our stomachs, it fuels our bodies, boosts our brains, and sets the tone for the rest of the day. So, are we ready to rethink our morning meals? Stay tuned as we count down the top 8 breakfast foods you might want to reconsider. Starting off our list at number 8, we have sugary cereals. A breakfast staple for many, these seemingly innocent morning munchies hide a not-so-sweet truth. Packed with more sugar than a candy bar, many popular breakfast cereals are more akin to dessert than a nutritious way to start your day. This high sugar content is a silent saboteur to your health, contributing to a range of conditions from obesity to diabetes and even heart disease. And it's not just your physical health that's at risk. Consuming too much sugar can also impact your mental well-being, leading to mood swings and energy crashes. But don't despair. There are plenty of healthier alternatives available. Opt for whole grain cereals, or better yet, whip up a bowl of oatmeal topped with fresh fruits. So next time, you might want to swap that sugary cereal for a healthier option. At number 7, we have the seemingly healthy smoothies. Who wouldn't be drawn by the vibrant colors and the promise of a fruit-filled breakfast? But hold on, not so fast. Many pre-made or store-bought smoothies are chock full of hidden sugars. And too much sugar, my friends, can lead to a host of health problems, from obesity to heart disease. Now, does that mean you should give up on smoothies altogether? Absolutely not. Smoothies can be a powerhouse of nutrients if done right. Consider making your own at home. Use fresh fruits and vegetables, and maybe a dollop of Greek yogurt for protein. Be careful to avoid adding too much fruit juice or sweeteners. That's where the sugar sneaks in. Remember, when it comes to smoothies, you're in control. You can make it as healthy as you want. Remember, not all smoothies are created equal. Coming in at number 6, we have white bread. Now, why would such a staple food item be on this list, you may wonder? Well, let's take a closer look. White bread, despite its popularity, has a high glycemic index. This means it's quickly digested and absorbed into the bloodstream, causing a rapid spike in your blood sugar and insulin levels. Over time, these spikes may lead to health issues, including an increased risk of type 2 diabetes and heart disease. So what's the solution? Simply put, opt for healthier alternatives. Whole grain bread, for instance, has a lower glycemic index and is packed with beneficial nutrients and fiber. These qualities mean it's digested more slowly, leading to a steadier release of energy and helping you feel fuller for longer. So, think twice before reaching for that white bread tomorrow morning. Remember, a small change can make a big difference to your health in the long run. At number 5, we have the beloved pancakes. Now, I know what you're thinking, but pancakes are a breakfast staple, and indeed they are. But here's the pancake predicament. They are often high in sugar and carbohydrates, and when you top them with that deliciously sweet syrup, you're adding even more sugar to the mix. It's almost like having dessert for breakfast, and while that sounds like a dream come true, it's not the best way to start your day. But fear not, pancake lovers, there are alternatives. Consider swapping out your traditional pancakes for whole grain pancakes. They're just as delicious and pack a more nutritional punch. Or how about protein pancakes? They're a great way to get that protein in first thing in the morning, so maybe save those pancakes for a special occasion rather than a daily breakfast. Coming in at number 4, we have bagels. Now, don't get me wrong, bagels can be a satisfying start to the day, but there's a catch. These doughy delights are jam-packed with a whopping amount of calories and carbohydrates. Yes, that's right. A single bagel can contain up to 4 servings of grains, which can lead to weight gain and cause your blood sugar to spike. But before you throw your hands up in despair, there's a silver lining. You don't have to completely ditch bagels from your breakfast menu. Alternatives exist, and they're just as tasty. Consider swapping your regular bagel for a whole grain version. Whole grain bagels have more fiber, which can help you feel full and satisfied longer. Or try an English muffin. They're smaller, lighter, and often contain fewer calories and carbohydrates. So next time you might want to swap that bagel for a healthier option. At number 3, we have the deceptively unhealthy muffins. Now, I know what you're thinking. Muffins? How can something so delicious be bad for us? Well, my friends, it's all in the ingredients. Most store-bought or bakery muffins are jam-packed with sugar and unhealthy fats. In fact, some can contain as much sugar as a can of soda. And let's not even talk about the size of these behemoths. They're often 2 to 3 times the size of a homemade muffin. But don't despair, muffin lovers. There's a healthier route to your favorite breakfast treat. With homemade muffins, you control what goes in. Use whole grain flour instead of white, cut back on the sugar, and add in fruits and nuts for extra nutrition. Remember, the key is moderation, not deprivation. So, next time you're craving a muffin, think twice before reaching for that store-bought one. Remember, not all muffins are created equal. At number 2, we have the popular bacon. It's sizzling, it's crispy, and it's a breakfast staple for many. But here's the blunder. While bacon may be undeniably tasty, it's also high in sodium and saturated fats. Consuming too much of these can lead to an increase in your risk of heart disease. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I love bacon. Fear not, my friends, you don't have to give up that smoky flavor completely. There are alternatives available that can satisfy your bacon cravings without compromising your health. Consider turkey bacon, which generally has less fat and fewer calories than pork bacon. Or if you're feeling adventurous, why not try plant-based options? Many of these are made to taste remarkably like the real deal and are a healthier choice. So think twice before adding bacon to your breakfast tomorrow. Remember, your health is worth more than a side of bacon. And finally, at number 1, we have the infamous donuts. Now, donuts might be a crowd pleaser with their sweet melt-in-your-mouth goodness, but they're a far cry from being a healthy breakfast option. What makes these sugary delights a dietary disaster? Well, let's start with their high sugar content. A single donut can contain up to 10 teaspoons of sugar. That's almost twice the recommended daily intake. Then there's the fat content. Donuts are often deep-fried, packing a hefty punch of unhealthy fats. And let's not forget about the calories. An average donut can set you back anywhere from 200 to 500 calories. Regularly indulging in these circular treats can lead to weight gain, heart disease, diabetes, and other health issues. So, while the occasional donut won't derail your health, they're best kept as a rare indulgence rather than a breakfast staple. So, save those donuts for a rare treat rather than a breakfast staple. So, there you have it, the top 8 breakfast foods to avoid. Let's take a quick jog down memory lane. We've explored the sugary cereals that are more dessert than breakfast, the smoothie deceptions filled with hidden sugars, and the white bread warning, an empty source of calories. We've uncovered the pancake predicament, a syrup trap in disguise, and the bagel breakdown, a starchy surprise. And let's not forget the muffin misconception, a cake in breakfast clothing, and the bacon blunder, a salt-laden morning tradition. But remember, breakfast is still the most important meal of the day. It kickstarts your metabolism and fuels your body for the day ahead. So what should you eat? Aim for a balanced, nutritious breakfast. Think lean proteins, whole grains, fruits, and vegetables. Were you surprised by any foods on the list? What does your typical breakfast look like? Share with us in the comments below.